And if you wish to learn how to play that song, stay tuned for the lesson. Welcome to this Blackpool Music School video all about the one-string cigar box guitar, or sometimes called the diddly bow. There may be 3 tuning pegs on this, but there's only 1 string. To get the most from this, you'll need to see my previous videos, particularly the blues strum. For this you can use either open, muted, or a combination of the both. It is entirely up to you. What we're more focusing on is our left hand. I am tuned to a D. Any tuning is fine. Any note you pitch to is fine. These techniques will work. You'll just be playing in a different key for me. So let's get started. We are going to learn House of the Rising Sun. For this song I have put the chords, or should I say not the chords, the fret markers where they are on the screen. For each number on there you'll be playing 1 bar, which will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's 1 bar, or in eighths, sorry, see, or muted. Either that or for each number you see on the screen. Although it looks a lot of notes on the screen, you will notice the first and the third repeat each other. So you've not got to learn that many. 1 line is free because you've already played it, so you know that chord progression. So let's get started. A 0 means an open string. This is the nut here. Yours may be made of a screw, it could be made of bone, plastic, any material. That is the nut. These things going down here are frets. So we've got the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and so on, all the way down. What we are mainly focusing on is this here. This here is the open string. When it has 0 on, it means an open string like that. You don't have to hold your hand like this. You can hold it like that, just don't put anything on it. So let's get on with the song. That's the first line done. So now we'll move on to line 2 of the 4. So let's get started. It is an open string for 1 bar. 1 bar at the 3rd fret and 2 bars at the 7th. So you play it once, play it again. So that that line altogether sounds like this. So the first 2 lines sound like this. Open, 3, 5, 8. Open, 3, 7, repeat 7. So that's half the song down. The 3rd line is a repeat of the first, but we'll go through it anyway. Open, 3, 5, 8. Again, open, 3, 5, 8. And now on to the last line, which is open. So now on to the last line. It is open for 1 bar. The 7th fret for 1 bar. Then open for 2 bars. Now this is the bit you need to remember. The open string at the end is not the start of the open string at the top. Once you've played through, you go straight back to the top and play through again. You don't think because that's an open string at the end, that has no relation to the open string at the beginning. It is a 16 bar pattern. You play all 16 bars and then go back to the beginning. So the 0 at the end has no relation to the 0 at the beginning. You play all 4 lines, all 16 bars, and then just go back to the beginning. And it sounds like this. repeat. Well, if you made it this far through the video, I will show you a little something you can add to this song to make it sound a bit more musical. We are talking about the second 7 in the second line of the song. You will notice in the second line with the chords on the screen, there is a 7 followed by a 7. You can do what's called a walk down, which is this. It leads back into that 0. So on the second 7 of the second line, you play this 7, 5, 3, 2. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 1 and at the 7th, 2 and at the 5th, 3 and at the 3rd, 4 and at the 2nd. So that line can sound like this now. So that second line can now sound like this, open. Just sounds a bit more musical, doesn't it, before you move into the 3rd. So in context, the whole song would be like this. As you can see, it sounds a bit more melodic. All you need to remember is 7, 5, 3, 2 on the 7th of the last bar. So that second line is now like this, open, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then 7 for 1 bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and this is where you can do the walk down, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then into the 3rd line, you can do it that way, or you can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Just remember that if you're playing it once, you must count the and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or do it twice. 1. Again, I'll tuck my fingers out the way. 7, 5, 3, 2. And that can add a little walk down, make it a bit more melodic for your listener. So that's how you can play House of the Rising Sun on the one string cigar box guitar, sometimes known as a diddly bow. Well, I do hope you found this lesson useful. If you have, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Blackpool Music School for more videos. The more thumbs up and the more subscribers we get, the more videos we will post. So until next time, take care, keep practicing, keep playing, and as always, goodbye.